Okay, test, 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 test. James is listening to a podcast, and I thought maybe if I recorded with a microphone that maybe we wouldn't hear the podcast. So this is a test. You need to lay down and be a good girl, okay? Lay down. Hi everyone, welcome back to Novel iDeea. My name is Deea. Poppy is down here. You can't see her, but she is down here. And I wanted to go over my February plans with you. So without further ado, let's jump in. First of all, I am planning on participating in Febregency, which is all about reading Regency era authors or books set in the Regency period. You need to stop. Be a good girl. So, with that in mind, I am going to be reading Ann Radcliffe's The Italian, and I will be reading this with Stephanie from Ms. Richards Reads and Tiffany from Beautiful Minutia, and we're both, all three of us, are very excited about it. The only thing I know about this is what I have heard Tiffany say that she might know about it, and so I think we're all pretty much going into it blind, which is fine with me, with a classic. From what I understand, it's something about a priest who might have kidnapped somebody, I think. I will be reading Lawrence Stearne's A Sentimental Journey. This is one of my classics, so is The Italian. One of my classics to read in 2025. I've had this on my shelf for a couple of years. It's not a very big book, and I would like to read it and see if Lawrence Stearne is an author that I even get along with. I think he has a couple of other books out there, so if he is somebody that I get along with, then I would love to read more by him. But this is the first step. Hey everyone, just really quick, wanted to jump in and say that I was chatting with Kelly from Kelly Reads a Lot this morning and found out that she was going to be reading A Sentimental Journey, and so we are going to do it together, and I just wanted to add that in here. So this just became a buddy read with Kelly from Kelly Reads a Lot. So back to the regular program. Also, for Febregency, I am going to read the Regency era of Kings and Queens, and this is by Richard Cavendish. It's just a concise guide. It's little snippets and tidbits about the kings and queens from all over the world, not just from England. And so I wanted to read the years of the Regency period in here. I am going to be making a recipe like I always do for Febregency, and that is going to be from Jane Austen's Table. This is by Robert Tuesley Anderson, and I haven't decided yet what I'm going to make, but I'll take you along for it when I do. And then also, I found this at the library. This is Rejected Princesses, and it's tales of history's boldest heroines, hellions, and heretics. So I'd like to read the Regency era in here as well. I don't think I have anything other Regency. Okay, so the next thing that I am involved in is Foodie February, and they have what they call tasting notes rather than prompts, and those tasting notes are smoke, salt, tart, and herbaceous. And I don't know how closely I'm going to follow the tasting notes this year, because the things that I have that I want to read, some of them fit really well into a tasting note and some of them don't. So at least I don't know if they do or not. So that's my plan anyway. So this is Chloe Flavor, and she is known for using herbs in combination with one another in order to create more flavor. And so I thought that I would use this for herbaceous. And then I also have Ruth Reichl's Comfort Me with Apples. And I thought I might use this for tart, because apples are tart oftentimes. And so I do not know exactly what part of her life this is about, but it just says more adventures at the table. And I really enjoyed Save Me the Plums, which also would have worked for tart, but I'm hoping that this is also a winner. And then two more that I have that are not necessarily for a single prompt, but I really would like to read them. This is Bread and Oil by Tomas Graves, and it's Majorcan Culture's Last Stand. And I'm hoping that this will go with salt, because a lot of times Majorca has seafood in their food because it's, right by the ocean. And so I'm hoping that maybe this might go for salt. And that only leaves smoke. But this is the only other book I have. This is Come to the Table, a celebration of family, rekindling the flame of traditions, togetherness, and wonderful times, by Doris Christopher, who is the founder of the Pampered Chef, which was kind of almost like a pyramid type business at one time. I don't even know if Pampered Chef is around anymore, but I really loved their products that the Pampered Chef have. I only have like one thing from them, but I use their products at other people's homes quite a bit, and I really like them. So anyway, I would love to read this, and maybe there's something about smoke in here, or cooking over a fire or something like that. But whether there is or not, I will be reading this one also. Okay, and then I have another buddy read. This one is going to be with Gemma from Gemma Books, and she has a 100 books to read before you die or something like that poster, and she scratches them off after she has read them, and the names of the books are under the little picture that she has to scratch off. This was one of them, and I had it on my shelf, and so I said, hey, if you want a buddy for that, let me know. And she and I are going to do it at the beginning of February. So this is Gladys Aylward, The Little Woman. It looks like Aylward, but I have always heard it pronounced Aylward. So that's what I'm going to say. And this is about a woman who started an orphanage as a mission in China, and then had to leave China and get the children to safety. And she was a little woman. She was very small. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. And then, just because it is February and Valentine's and all of that, I have about 3 or 4 books that are possibilities. This one is the one I'm leaning towards. So this is C.S. Lewis's The Four Loves, and this is an exploration of the nature of love. And I have read this, but it was a long, long time ago. So I'm thinking maybe this one. And then also, I have finally Stephanie McCarter's translation of Ovid's Metamorphoses. Metamorphoses I read in a college class when I was in 11th grade, so junior in high school, I want to say, and I have not read it since. And this is the first woman to have translated it, and I'd really, really love to read it from a woman's perspective. So that is my plan with this. All right, so those are my basic plans. There'll probably be more in here, but those are the basics anyway. So I would love to know what you plan to participate in February, and what you're most looking forward to reading. And thanks for joining me today, and I will see you again in another video very soon. Bye.
Can you say goodbye? Say bye-bye.